Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As most of you probably know, I do all kinds of metal work, so machining, welding, blacksmithing, metal art, tool making, all kinds of stuff. But I had one category that was still missing. It was sheet metal work, and I've been wanting to do that for a long time. But in my old workshop, I didn't have the space for that. So I thought, okay, a new workshop, new adventures. So let's start this adventure and try to learn a new skill. So then I started watching a lot of videos on YouTube about sheet metal work, and I was on the lookout for more machines and things like that. And yeah, long story short, some days you're lucky, and other days you find something very close to your neighborhood that is quite rare, at least in the Netherlands. And most of the sheet metal work guys maybe recognize it, but let's see what I brought home today. Yep, that's a Pullmax Coolman. I got a Coolman engraver. Pullmax. Right now it's a shear, but yeah, yeah. Those sheet metal guys know what it is, and what it can do. And I bought it. Yeah, like 30 minutes drive from here, from a local farmer. Really nice man, a little bit old man, had it in his shop or in his workspace for 10 years. Didn't use it, and he gave me a very good price. So yeah, I just had to buy it, and I think that will be one of the machines that I will really love to use in the next few months and projects. So yeah, let's take it off the trailer and see how it looks. Touchdown. It's a bit rusty, but not too bad. There were no extra dies or something like that, but and I had it running already. So paint, not too bad, a little bit rust on the top, but yeah, I think it's in good condition, and I really look forward to use this. When I took the machine off the trailer, I noticed that this base here was moving a little bit, so I thought let's check that out, because yeah, you don't want to have this one tipped over. It's quite heavy in the top, and quite a small base. But yeah, I now lifted it from the ground and from the ceiling, so it's nice and stable now, so it's safe enough to work. But as you can see, it's all loose, so I can't see any bolts. It's bolted down on here, so we need to check that out and see how it is connected and fix that. So that is how it is mounted. Completely loose, but an easy fix. So these bolts were not completely standard. It's 19 millimeters and 60 millimeter inboss. I didn't have that, so I need to grind. Focus. Yep, I need to grind this one and until it had a good fit, and then just use a regular wrench on that. So and I will put some Loctite on there, so I think the machine will vibrate quite a lot, so just some Loctite to keep it in place. So let's put it back together. That's not moving anywhere. So the machine is on its feet again, and yeah, stable enough for now. I think I will make wider feet on rubber in the future, but I'll leave it as it is right now. Next thing is the oil. I don't think that's any good because it's all white, as you can see here. So let's check out the oil. Well, let's do an oil change. Oh my. But it's nice to see the mechanism here. You can see this one is rotating on eccentric, and that will determine the angle from the drive crank, I don't know how to call it, drive crank, and piston down. So that will change the movement. There is a drain plug in the bottom, so let's drain this. There's not much metal on there, so that's good. I think it's just a lot of oil and water. I had to try to take out most of the old oil, and then I will flush it with petrol to clean everything. I can't feel any play somewhere, so everything looks good. Let's flush it with petrol and clean it all up. I couldn't find any seal on the drain plug, but I will put a copper in there, and hope that won't bring any leaks. And remember, don't tighten the copper too much. You want to stay in the elastic range of the material. The manual gives shell talus 33 as one of the recommendations for the oil, but 33 is no longer available, but that became the shell talus 68, and that's the same oil that I use for my shell blend machines. So I have that enough. Let's see how much goes in there. So I would say it's a little bit less than 1 liter, maybe 700 milliliter, something like that. And I heard these leak a lot, but don't know about this machine. Let's see how it runs. Let's give the top bearing also some. So I'm having a little bit trouble with this gasket, because if I put it in here, it squeezes out to the middle, and I'm not sure if it will have a good seal. So I want to pull this one out a little bit, but there's no edge or on the cover or in here to keep it out. So what I thought what I will do is taking some Teflon tape and wrap that around and pull it outward, and then afterwards just cut it. This Teflon tape is thin enough, so that won't be a problem, I think. Just like that. Over here you see the counterweight will rotate counterclockwise. We'll throw the oil onto here, and it will drip onto the adjustment mechanism. So this hole here gets enough oil. So that's why this is here. So that's important also, not to put it like that. And now I will just cut the Teflon tape. And all right. So there's plenty of oil inside. Machine is running, but it's now time to look at the motor and the three-phase. I did put a new connector on there, but I was not sure about the rotation of the motor, the direction. It's now rotating in a clockwise rotation, but luckily I got some help from the old metal shaping forum, and they showed me a few pictures and that it should be counterclockwise. So I need to change two phases, so let's do that. By the way, if any of you have a manual of the P13 digital manual, then please let me know. I would love to have one. So let's change two phases and see how it runs. So it runs quiet, but there's a lot of vibrations and it shakes a little bit. Don't know if you can see that on the camera. It's much worse in slow speed than high speed. So if there are any owners of the Pullmax P13 that can tell me if this is normal, then please comment below, because yeah, one hand I cannot imagine that the machine when it was new that it was shaking like this. Otherwise I don't think anybody would sell it or buy it. But the other thing is I don't understand any possible reasons why it will shake so much. The counterweight looks to be fixed on one position, so that's not, you cannot change that. Everything looks good inside. There's no play and there's not a lot of noise or something like that. So I think the machine runs nice and smooth, other than it shakes a little bit. Maybe if I put it on rubber feet, or somebody suggested putting a sandbag on top of here, but you can of course make improvements, but the first question is it normal that a standard machine like this shakes so much in slow speed? So if some of you guys have any opinion about that, then please let me know. And now let's see if it actually works. I think it needs some work. So guys, that was it for now. Machine is running, and it's a great addition to the shop. I think I will use it a lot, and of course I will make some new dies for it and maybe do some modifications, but for now it's running, and no leaks so far, and so the oil is still in there, so that's good. So that was it, and besides machining with the corona virus, I hope everybody is safe, and that it won't be too bad, and take care of each other, take care of yourself, try to stay healthy, and yeah, just look out for each other a little bit, and maybe if you do some metal work, just offer your skills to the community if they need some help. At least that's what I will do. So for now, that was it, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.